What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I've got another one from Twilight Time Movies, and it is Don't Bother to Knock. So in this movie we have Marilyn Monroe, who stars as a troubled young woman who's had some issues in her past, but she's trying to move on. She's got a relative that works as a bellhop at a hotel. He ends up getting her a job working as a babysitter for a couple that's staying at the hotel while they attend an event there. And so she gets a chance to kind of, get back on her feet and prove, that she's over, all the issues that she's had in the past. But of course, she's not over them, and she starts to act erratically, putting on the woman's clothes and perfume and everything. And this greatly concerns her relative that works at the hotel because he thinks she's going to have, a recurring problem like she had in the past. Pretty soon, she and the kids start to kind of argue a little bit. And then down the evening a little bit, even more, she's looking out across the courtyard and sees Richard Woodmark across the way, and they catch each other's eye, and she invites him to come over, and he comes over, and the movie kind of takes off from there. So this movie is definitely a lot of fun. It's only 76 minutes. It has a blistering pace. It doesn't waste any time. It has no filler. It's definitely like a melodrama. So if you're expecting like a really intense thriller or whatnot, you're not going to get it here. But it is a fun melodrama that has like some really good dialogue, really fun exchanges. It also is kind of interesting because everything is not dialed up super high except for with Marilyn Monroe's performance. And I'll actually, like, for a movie that deals with mental illness, especially one made at this time, this movie is actually really sensitive and actually approaches it with like kind of a sympathetic mindset. It doesn't allow her to go completely off the deep end. It just allows her to kind of go a little bit loose every once in a while, but it's still a lot of fun to watch. In my opinion, this is one of Marilyn Monroe's best performances. She's super fun to watch. She just really plays like right on the borderline of completely coming unhinged. It's definitely a performance that would be at home in like a Lifetime movie. It's just a really unstable, erratic person, and she really nails it. And she also has like that inherent sweetness that you want to like her. She's charismatic, so that really helps as well. And her interactions with Richard Woodmark are so great because she keeps trying to hide the truth from him, and everything just keeps unraveling around her, but she just absolutely refuses to admit to the truth about what's going on, and things just kind of, continue to completely spiral out of control even more over the course of the movie. So it's just a fun, really energetic, fast-paced movie that's just a lot of fun to watch. It's nothing like, life-changing or anything, but it's just a really cool flick. It's also got Anne Bancroft in her first movie role, which adds another kind of cool dimension there. But I gotta be honest, outside of Marilyn Monroe's performance, there's really not a lot here. If a less interesting person was in that role, I don't think there would be really much reason to watch this movie. But she is so good and so much fun to watch that it balances it out. Everything else is kind of run of the mill, but even so, like, her presence alone is so manic and so much fun. It definitely balances everything else out and makes Don't Bother to Knock a really fun movie. I don't know that I would call it her best movie, but I think to me it's my favorite of her performances. The Blu-rays from Twilight Time Movies, and it's a limited edition of 3,000 copies. The transfer looks really nice. It's a black and white movie. It looks really clear and clean. It's got really stark contrast, and I really had no issues with it at all. It's definitely an improvement over the old Fox DVD. There's also quite a few extras on this. You've got an isolated musical track, original theatrical trailer, and then you also have A&E biography episodes on Marilyn Monroe and Richard Woodmark, which are both really cool, in-depth pieces. If you've ever seen an A&E biography episode, you know what to expect. They're really well done, and to me add a lot of value to it because there's just so much cool information in there, and it's also presented in like an entertaining, well executed manner. So I definitely prefer that to like a film historian commentary or other secondhand information, just to get a really cool, well put together documentary like that. So that's my review of Don't Bother to Knock. I had a lot of fun with it. It's definitely highly recommended. Even though, some parts of it are kind of bland, it doesn't matter because Marilyn Monroe is so good here that she just like makes up for everything else. So if you want to read my full write-up of it, you can go to markfusion.com and check that out, as well as tons of other Twilight Time movies, and all kinds of classic movies as well, all kinds of other movies too. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch at markfusion if you want to follow me at any of those places. You can also follow me on Letterboxd at markfusion to see what I've been watching, make a recommendation, ask for something to get bumped up the list if there's a movie you really want to see get reviewed here. Otherwise, the best way you can help me out is just to hit that sub button, free, easy, direct way to support me, help me to keep making these videos, keep talking to you guys, which obviously I like to do, and also watching old videos is a huge help as well. Tons of Twilight time movies, classic movies, all kinds of stuff in the playlist. Might not seem like a big deal watching a few of those, but if there's something that catches your eye, please do, because it is a massive help to me. I appreciate you greatly watching this and all the other videos, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.